What's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in. What's going on? All right, what are we talking about? Oh boy. Shout out to Medium Man. We are going to this is not gonna be a long stream. Um we are gonna be talking about Miss K Michelle again. Um yeah, look, shout out to Only Logical, shout out to Medium Man. K Michelle is the epitome of what we talk about here. When we talk about swillers, divestors, black women advocating for other black women to date out and marry out while simultaneously chastising black men for their lack of loyalty. I agree with Media Man. It sounds like he's, equally as frustrated as Z. Maybe not so much frustrated, just annoyed. Maybe annoyed is a better descriptor. Um, Annoyed by this type of conversation um, because black women get the kind of jabbing at black men, what you really need to do is convince white men to actually take you up on what you're saying. White men treat you better to the point where they're not marrying you. K Michelle been open. Y'all seen the thumbnail. K Michelle been trying to end up with the white dudes for the longest. I don't see no wedding ring yet. Huh? They treat you better to the point where none of them married you? No, well, none of them proposed to you? Huh? And this thumbnail is probably going to change, by the way. The thumbnail y'all saw is probably going to change. I'm probably going to post Ryan Lochte's family. No offense to Ryan Lochte. I'm not trying to, target him. Black women need to admit, like, white boy might come around slumming it. He pipe a black woman here or there. And then, he move on. Huh? He move on, he go back to white women. White boy Mike is a Latino. White boy Mike is a white dude. White boy Mike is an East Asian. White boy Mike might be Southeast Asian. White boy Mike probably isn't South Asian, but okay, maybe. Huh? White boy Mike might be Middle Eastern, probably not, but okay, maybe. Right? And he chill around black folks, or at least he pipe a black woman here or there, and then move on with his life. And end up, well, with a woman from his background or a white woman. Oh boy. And then you have the K Michelles. Huh? She started tearing up. She tell you that her homegirls, her girlfriends, tell her to get Cam Newton, right? To get him together. Ma'am, do you or anyone, if she says she tells all her girlfriends to expand their options and all that type of talk. Black women stay with that type of talk. It's not the same as Kim Foster said, right? It's not the same. It's not the same. Hey, I love black men through action or showing you, yeah, about your hypocrisy. We got something for that ass. Black men ain't doing too much talking. Yes, the black manosphere might be talking, but black men ain't doing too much talking. They just, marrying out. Ooh, you notice Mr. Z didn't say nothing about dating out now, did he? I caught what Medium Man said. We good over here. We marrying out at 20%. Ooh, goddamn. This isn't even necessarily to make fun of black women. It is to say, though, guess what, ladies? Come on. Pick a lane. Sorry, y'all. If you're going to cut somebody off, pick a lane, people. Pick a lane. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, y'all. Road rage. So, we're back. Yeah, so this is not necessarily to mock black women. It is to say, y'all doing a whole lot of talking for a group of people that can't put it up. Y'all can't put up what y'all saying. Huh? All that talk of how well these non-black men treat you and how gentlemanly they are and how they go off a tradition and how they treat their women and how they know how to protect and provide and first, before we even ask black women, go ask white women how true that is. And watch if they don't laugh in your face. Go ask Latina women how true that is after they're done picking up their teeth off the floor because they talked back. Um, Same thing with Middle Eastern women. Oh goddamn Z, stop it Z, stop it, stop it. And South Asian women, Z, stop it, stop telling black women the truth. Huh? Yikes. Huh? So what we have here are a number of black women who I think are perfectly represented by K. Michelle, who train tracks, who are advertising. And I'm glad Medium Man said it because we know that's what it is. Shout out to Medium Man for saying it. Mr. Z has said it too. All this is advertising to the white dude. Well, where's the white dude then? You advertising to the white dude. Where's the wedding ring? Black women been on this for decades. Whether it's something new, whether it's K. Michelle, Scandal, right? All this advertising to the white guy. Where's the wedding ring? Huh? 0.5% is what Medium Man showed. 0.5%. Right? And I'm gonna cover this in a minute. Something I checked out earlier today where a matchmaker was, female matchmaker sounding like she's right about to pull a Rebecca Lynn Pope or April Mason. Huh? She sounded like she just about there. And she admitted that black women are mean to the men they don't find necessarily attractive. To the point where she had a meet and greet, and one of the brothers pulled her to the side and was like, hey, like, I expect, not all of us are going to be these ladies' cup of tea, but they're mean. Yikes. As Shay Sade said the other day, as Mr. Z has said before also, we're supposed to believe a bunch of black women who largely vote Democrat are going to be all wifed up and booed up with white men who largely vote Republican. Yikes. Yeah, that's it. Huh? Black women who largely believe in negative liberty and white men who believe in negative liberty for themselves, but everybody got to go through what they want to enforce, which is white hierarchy. Yeah, about that. Huh? Yikes. That's what we're to believe, right? This is not sustainable. This weirdness that a lot of black women are on, right? It's not sustainable. My apologies, y'all, because I just don't have it. I just don't have it right now. Just not at all. Nope. All right. Now, all right. Just, nope. Anyway, so what's fascinating about the K. Michelle thing is she's on Cam Newton talking like we don't know she was the buzz down for Ryan Lochte and she don't got nothing to show for it. Right? Wow. What do you have to show for the way you're speaking, ma'am? Huh? What do you have to show for that? You're getting on Cam Newton. You're talking about all these men, they're creating all these babies and that. Ma'am, Cam Newton's in his children's life. Your son brought a white girl home. Uh-oh. Let me say that again. Cam Newton's in his children's life. You were out here chasing after Ryan Lochte. Ryan Lochte got kids and is married to a white woman. You got what to show for what? You're out here with the country singers, the white male country singers. You say you exclusively date out, and you have what to show for that? Okay, they spend money on you, man. We don't want to hear about your 10 toes activities, man. Because that's what it's not. It's not like you out here being the pros for the white dudes, and you mistaking that for actual relationship. Oh, yikes. Huh? So, K Michelle over there trying to humble brag about the white guys when she's on Cam Newton's channel and yawn. This is rest in peace, Kevin. This is exactly why Kevin said we count wedding rings over here. That's exactly why he said that. Right? Damn it, Mr. Z. Missed the goddamn turn. All right. Gotta go to other way. Yeah. Right? That's exactly why he said that. That's exactly why he said that. Oh, no, I did it. Oh, that did work out for me. Yeah, that worked out. That worked out. My apologies, y'all. There's a portion of the road that splits into two, but there's two different ways to get to the house, and I kind of missed it, but it's okay because the road was blocked off anyway. So yeah, so I thought I messed up, but actually it worked out. It worked out because the other way, because it's blocked off, I would have had to go a long way around, and that would have added extra 10-ish minutes to my trip, to get to my destination. So this worked out. Yep. Yeah, be like that sometimes. You think you're losing, but you end up winning. It'd be like that. Yeah. And okay, we're back. So I'm covering this to kind of back up Media Man, to back up Only Logical. These are things that I think K Michelle represents that often don't get spoken about, right? Like these kind of weirdo divestor chicks who talk and sing the praises of white men, but they don't really got much to show for it other than trying to jab at black men. Like the white men know how to take care of family, and they treat me so well, and they spend money on me, and they know tradition, and they know how to treat a lady, and they know how to treat their families, and they raise good families, and they're in their children's lives, and you're like, but what do you have to show for that? K Michelle, what do you have to show for that? Okay, maybe a white dude bought you a bag or two. Maybe he paid a car payment or two, right? One of those country ass white dudes out of Nashville knocking the dust off that thing. What else do you have to show for that? A wedding ring. Do you have a wedding ring to show for that? Do you have kids in wedlock? Your old ass, you can't do it. Do you have kids in wedlock to show for that? Huh? Okay, so the answer is no. So what you got on Cam Newton's channel to do was chastise him about having multiple kids from multiple women who all played their goddamn role, the kids and the women. Oh, goddamn. And to humble brag about how great the white men are that you don't have. You would have thought she would have learned and took a page from Terry McMillan and went and hid after Ryan Lochte. God damn, so you said that out loud. Huh? K Michelle, this is when you're supposed to be embarrassed and shut the hell up. Huh? After Ryan Lochte left you with the sticky back or sticky stomach or full mouth, goddamn Z. After him and his people told you, yeah, see, you're not supposed to be talking out loud. Huh? You're supposed to put your head down and disappear, but leave it to black women like K Michelle. They still out there talking. Huh? Boy, women like this, they ain't never embarrassed about what the white dude put them through. Huh? They are never embarrassed about what they could be getting out by the white dude, and they know any ounce of strength she has, she know to point at you and be like, you're still a problem. Oh, you gotta give it to black women like K Michelle. Yep. And no matter what the white guy put him through, she know with any ounce of strength she has to point at you and say you're still a problem. You're still the problem. You better believe it. Huh? Yikes. Uh-oh. K. Michelle was out here with Ryan Lochte, and Ryan Lochte's people told her, shh, quiet. He's sneaky linking with you. We can't let that be known in public. You gushing over him. Yeah, we get it. But he can't do nothing with you other than pipe. And she hey, I'm gonna go find that video too. Only Logical probably couldn't find it. I don't know if she deleted it. There's a video of K. Michelle in a kitchen or something like that, talking about how horrible black men are and how great these white guys are, and y'all not nothing. Ma'am, that video got to be maybe 3-4 years old, maybe 5. Where's the wedding ring? Okay, you were out there with Ryan Lochte how long ago? Over a decade ago? Where's the wedding ring? Huh? You were out there. You were at that radio station with Derek Jackson talking about how men are not good people. How long ago was that? Where's the wedding ring? Huh? All these failed ass divestors. Y'all sing the praises of white men to their face. Where's the wedding ring? Don't talk to us about dating. That's smashing. That's them leaving you with a sticky back, a sticky stomach, or a full mouth, ma'am. Where's the wedding ring? That is why Kevin said we don't count nothing but weddings over here. We don't count nothing but marriage over here. That's why he said it. Because what ends up happening, and it's not exclusively a black women thing, although they're the ones who take advantage of it the most, is black women start telling you who they dated, and I used to be, and I've been engaged 2 times, and I turned down 3, and just like and stereotypical crap. I done turned down 3 proposals, and I you know that and as a matter of fact, shout out to you, Only Logical. I didn't know she was out here LGBTQ in it too. So K. Michelle is just a total package of carnage. She is the stereotype. LGBTQ activity, check. Out here talking about how horrible black men are, check. White male fetish, check. Nothing to show for it, check. Humble bragging about what white men have done for her, but nobody see what it really is. Where's the tangible? Check. K. Michelle, what do you have to show for how great these white men have been towards you? What do you have to show for how great these white men have been towards you? Ryan Lochte is married to a white woman right now with white kids. He has white children. He's married to a white woman. What do you have to show for whatever little situation y'all had going on? All those white dudes, all those country ass white dudes in Nashville. All the country music you trying to make. What do you have to show for it? Where's the white husband? K. Michelle already light skinned. Where's the white husband and the goddamn almost white ass kids? We know about your surgeries, ma'am. Okay, fine. You went, you had your surgeries, you took the BBL out, you doing all the things to appeal to the white men. Where's the wedding ring, ma'am? Where is the wedding ring? See how many times you gonna mention Kevin? Yes. That's why Kevin said we don't count none but marriages over here, wedding rings. And she did that. She really pulled it. You know, I turned down 3 proposals. Y'all, ain't that what the sisters said on Kevin's show? Oh, I've been engaged twice. I've been engaged 3 times. I've been engaged 4 times. I've been engaged once. A bunch of negative liberty practicing ass women that don't got nothing to show for nothing. But they can tell you how great white men are, or any non-black man, and that they've been proposed to or engaged 2, 3, 4 times, 5 times. More than 5? Goddamn. Y'all just talking. Oh, y'all just talking. Mr. Shook to use his queens of engagements. Say that. Y'all just talking. Just rambling, just talking. What you not gonna settle for, how great these non-black men are, how black men are not on your level, how black men are not loyal, how black women should expand their options. Huh? Black women settle too much. Black women are being told to settle. Y'all just talking. Black women are the most educated. They're so strong. They're so independent. They're so great. If they're so great, why aren't the men cooperating that, with marriages with them? Ooh, goddamn. And I'm not just talking about, but hey, look, if black women have been socialized to be so goddamn great, if they're so fit, then why aren't non-black men breaking the door down to get with them? You know, kind of how they're doing with Asian women right now. Ooh, goddamn, Z, stop doing that, Z. Huh? If black men were lacking and slacking so much, and black women were so great, white men would be doing with black women what they're doing with Asian women. Why aren't they doing it? Don't say race loyalty. Clearly not. It's not that white men are that race loyal. They are not. Huh? Where's the wedding rings to corroborate what you're saying, K. Michelle? And to all the black women that sound like you, where are the wedding rings to corroborate this? Huh? An attractive black woman is an attractive woman. Where's the wedding rings? This is the question. Huh? Prove it. If white men are so great, if non-black men are so great, if black men are so trash and lacking and slacking, if black men are so horrible, prove it with 15, 20%, not even 15, 20, 25% of black women being married out specifically to white men, and then another 10, 15% of them being married to non-black, non-white men, other men of color. 40% at least of 40% of black women should be married out. If all of these other folks are so great. Miss me with the loyalty to black men talk. Huh? Huh? K. Michelle, you've been out here dibbling and dabbling and Z, cut it out. Out here with the white guys for over a decade. And you have what to show for it? Y'all notice this about like a certain all these like Xers and boomers, and especially the Xers, all these Xer black women and older millennial black women, all how great these white men in specific are, and like none of them got nothing to show for it. What does Chili have to show for it? Oh, goddamn, Z. Regina Hall drooling over Brad Pitt. What she got to show for it? K. Michelle, what does she have to show for it? Huh? What do one of these women have to show for it? They don't got the mixed kid. They don't got the wedding ring. What do they have to show for it? Huh? Just talking crap. Huh? Trying to use the omnipotence of white men. Huh? The omniscience of white men to make fun of black men. And okay, fine. All right. You weaponize white men's mere existence against black men. All right. And that gives you some type of psychological victory. You feel like you putting, I don't know, points on the scoreboard. Okay, you winning. You're winning some rhetorical debate, some debate against black men, right? Look how great these white men are. Okay, cool. Okay, Michelle in her ilk. And what else you got? What else do you have to show for it? Where's your victory? Huh? Whether it's Steph Cole, whether it's Chrissy, where's the victory? Where's the wedding ring? Huh? Where's the victory? There's a lot of these little divester swirler chicks talking about how great these white guys are, these non-black men are, and like, what do they have to show for it? That's the question. And hopefully you guys can still hear me. Uh, Talking about that. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. I'm gonna check some of these comments in a minute. Y'all gives you a second. Yeah. What do y'all have to show for it? Y'all just talking and leading other black women to just be leading the young black women to just be the little sexual plaything for some young white men, maybe old white men. Oh boy. Huh? Madison Brown, where's the wedding ring? Amanda Marianne, where's the wedding ring? Chrissy, where's the wedding ring? K Michelle, where's the wedding ring? Chili, where's the wedding ring? Homeboy might marry Chili, but once again, she's way more famous than him, way richer than him. Pathetic. Huh? Huh? Mr. Shakti says, Mr. Shakti says, okay, so it's not young, might not be able to hear me well. Okay, let me see if I can fix that. Wait a minute. Let's try to pull this. Y'all gives you a second. Let's see. All right, there we go. Hopefully you guys can hear me better now. All right, let's do that. Y'all gives you a second because that is annoying. All right. And Mr. Shook to you says Z needs to bring back pogo stick back. Excuse me, I said that. Z needs to bring the pogo stick back. Oh no, no, look. We already know that Ron Lochte was over there pogo sticking. We already know Ron Lochte was doing that to K Michelle. We already know. Huh? We know how black women in specific get down when they with the white dude. We know what the white dude doing to him. Huh? K Michelle has been letting white guys do that to her for over a decade, and what she got to show for it? Imagine speaking about how you don't hear about this B word and all this other stuff in country music, and they know how to do that. They do this and they did that, and meanwhile, them white guys been doing you son terrible in the bedroom. Huh? And you don't have nothing to show for that. Yikes. That's sad. It genuine like all jokes aside. Let's pause. Let's slow down. When you watch Only Logical's coverage of K Michelle, what's sad about that? What's a bit heartbreaking is how much she was lauding him. She was lauding him, and his team had to tell her, "Hey, chill out, bro. You know he's Olympian, bro. We trying to get some Disney contracts out here, right? We trying to do the whole wholesome man thing out here. We can't have him associated with you like that. You know what I'm saying?" Anybody want to talk about Rihanna and Ashton Kutcher? Ooh, goddamn, Z. Ooh, stop doing that, Z. Huh? How often does that happen? Y'all be out here with the white dudes. Y'all ain't little chocolate thing, right? Ugh, Lord, throw up in my mouth just saying it like that. Huh? Yikes. Y'all do the LGBTQ thing. Y'all stick the middle finger up to black men. Y'all do the LGBTQ thing. Y'all out here with white dudes and Latino dudes and all different type of Asian guys and y'all doing that all in your 20s, maybe your early 30s, and now you 45 and don't got nothing to show for it. Oh boy. Now you 48, don't got nothing to show for it. Now you're 52, don't have anything to show for it. 55, have nothing to show for it. And still on the internet talking crap. Huh? Yikes. Trump Bully said every ex stripper ain't Eve. Look, Eve is a 1 in a million. Eve is 1 in a million, y'all. And she holding on to Buddy for dear life. That's why y'all saw that picture with her sitting on the complete opposite side of the table with her kid, while you see all the rest of the white folks over there. They damn near put her on the kitty side of the table, and she still ain't gonna leave. Isn't there something that came out that said she tried to explain the picture, if I'm not mistaken? Huh? Eve ain't going nowhere. She gonna hold on as long as she can, as much as she can. Huh? She know what it is. I guess that's what happened when the white man, quote unquote, tames you. Ain't it right, Eve? And for those of you that don't know, Mr. Z's not trying to be insulting or dehumanizing to Eve. Eve's the one that said he tamed her. Huh? I'm not getting into that whole into calling black women all outside of their name and call her all type of animal or imply such. Nope. Eve is the one who said he tamed her. I guess that's what it looked like when the white man tames you. Huh? Yikes. Pastor OG says Eve equal pretty woman. Oops. Huh? Yikes. And Spademan says the secret swirler around me is still getting it in with the pickup truck Brad in the Kroger parking lot. I saw them again. Goddamn. Huh? Yikes. And Gender Warlord says, talking about Eve, yes, she did. Then said black men are jealous. Ah, Eve is a pretty woman. I can imagine there were a couple of brothers that were like, God damn, we lost Eve to the white dudes. With that, Eve, nah, Eve, you're a black. Imagine this. This is where black women are with this weirdo crap. We're in a world now where a black woman, if I'm not mistaken, Eve is ADOS, right? Eve is ADOS FBA, right? A black woman. To be frank with you, if you're no black woman should be talking like this point blank period on planet Earth. But okay, fine. If you're a black woman and any one of your ancestors were enslaved in the West, which is almost all of us in the West, right? A relative handful of us have moved from Africa to America post transatlantic slave trade. In the grand scheme of things, it's only been a handful. So if your ancestors were any type of enslaved in the West, the weirdness, the insult to your ancestors, both male and female, to say this white man tamed me is absolute ahistorical insanity. Forget spitting on your ancestors. You're not even urinating. You are defecating on their grave. Huh? Yikes. Pastor G, I'm not even gonna read that out loud, but it's right. So while you have Eve talking like that, while you have Jodie Turner Smith, not even Dawson, Pacey, while you have Jodie Turner Smith out here one night stand with Pacey from Dawson's Creek, not even the goddamn main character, out here one night stand with Pacey, proposing to him, having the mixed kid and being divorced within all of this happened within what, 3 years, everyone? Was it even 4 years? All this happened within a 3 year span? Was it even that long? You have that happening, huh? You have Halle Berry, ooh, goddamn, Z, you went there too, saying, F you black men, I'm gonna go out here with the white dudes. One white dude, two white dude, one white dude calling her the N-word. Both of them got getting child support from her or alimony. Alimony. One of them don't even want the daughter's hair done in a traditionally black hairstyle. Oh boy. Huh? Chili out here subsidizing the white dudes. Oh God. Huh? Yikes. Huh? Sanaa Lathan. Ooh, goddamn Z, don't do it, Z. Leave Sanaa Lathan alone, Z. She ain't saying nothing crazy. Sanaa Lathan out here in something new. Uh-oh. Then she out here in Nip Tuck being married to what's his name? That played what you call it in the Marvel movies. I forgot this dude's name, the white actor name. Either way, no wedding ring, no nothing from nobody at all. No kids, no nothing. Goddamn. Regina Hall over here drooling over Brad Pitt, don't got nothing to show for it. Goddamn. Huh? At least Serena got the mixed kid and kids and goddamn the wedding ring. What about you, Venus? Ooh, goddamn, Z. Stop it, Z. Huh? So how many black women are we listing off today? And K Michelle got the nerve to be trying to Newton? Huh? As Inspired Truth says, and thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. And Inspired Truth says, pandering propaganda to pause progress feels good. Look, man, these ladies, as K Michelle, they can't wait to tell you how great non-black men treat them and how they're dating outside their race and how they have all these different experiences. Huh? And I think the young sister said it correct, right? I think the young lady said it correct. These ladies, damn, I want to play it, but I think it got music on it. Yeah, yeah, and I'm gonna get struck for that. But yeah, so we'll not play it. I gotta find a way to take the music off. Right. Let me see. As a matter of fact, let me see. Once it start playing music, I'm gonna pause it. Let's see if this is the one because I did take off one, but let's see something.
All right, let me say this and then duck real quick. Y'all don't hate average. You just hate average when it comes wrapped in black skin. I said what I said. Don't scroll now. Stay with me. Let's watch this video and then we'll get into it.
Yep. The song is there. I gotta find a way to take the song off. Don't worry about it, y'all. I'll take the song off and then I'll have that in my archive of videos. Anyway, like she said, you couldn't get the black man in the aesthetic that you wanted. So she's saying and she actually says it. You couldn't get the black man in the aesthetic that you wanted, which is 6 foot whatever the hell, beard with a Versace shirt, and so any brat will do. And quite frankly, that sounds pretty K Michelle-ish, huh? Now we don't know what Brads, what white dudes K Michelle has been with. Um, But remember, K Michelle was making her R&B music, and she was out here around the rappers and whatnot. And then next thing you know, she's with Ryan Lochte, and then it's middle fingers to black men, and black men don't know how to treat black women right. And that was over a decade ago, and she still don't got nothing to show for it. Huh? Yikes. Huh? Oh boy. KW Dawn says Venus claims to be a virgin at 45 years old. Oh boy. Huh? Spain Man says it's been said that Kelly Rowland got ran through by music execs as well. That one hurts. Huh? Possible. Huh? Yikes. Huh? All these ladies are talking crazy, or even if they're not necessarily talking crazy about black men, they don't really have much to show. And it is crazy because we're not even talking about everyday black women right now. We're using these high profile celebrity black women to emphasize even they getting dogged out by the white dudes and don't got nothing to show for it. Just like how Keisha down the street thinks she won a lottery ticket when she have a white dude, however long that lasts. These celebrity black women, it's the same thing, and they don't got nothing to show for it. Huh? And once again, inspired truth. Thank you for the super chat. They don't have anything to show for it. Imagine speaking so negatively about black men, or just being out here with the white dudes in Hollywood. You got black women who's been out here around white guys in Hollywood for 20 years. They don't got nothing to show for it. 15 years. They don't have anything to show for it. Huh? Yikes. Real Talk with Yenny said that she might have to expand her options. She said that like 2-ish years ago. Real Talk with Yenny, aren't you in Houston? Prove it. Huh? Prove it. Houston got a lot of white dudes and Latino dudes. Prove it. Huh? Chrissy, where's the wedding ring? Huh? Yikes. All that crap Paris Malone was talking. See, she got a black husband. All that crap sound nice. K Michelle, all those white guys are treating you well and they spending money on you. Isn't that what she said to Cam Newton? Where's the wedding ring? Huh? Black women always get into that bragging about how great white men treat them. Year 1, year 2, year 5, year 7, year 10, year 15, nothing to show for it. And Eric Detman says, and thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Eric Detman says his white skin covers up a multitude of sins and imperfections. Rest in peace, David Carroll. Rest in peace, David Carroll. Right? Exactly. Dr. D says, David Carroll, where's Waldo? Huh? It's the same thing as that, and I gotta find a way to snip that out too. The divestor that called in the Kevin Samuels show trying to brag about the white guy. And then Kevin did a second part of it, and he flamed her ass. Huh? That's all it is. The omnipotence of white men and these guys ain't elevating black women whatsoever. At all. Huh? At all. As a matter of fact, Saint Cyr, I did not miss what you sent me. As a matter of fact, y'all gives you a second. Y'all gives you a second. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna try to bring that up and I did not miss what you sent me. I'm gonna play that for the people so that everyone can realize it's not just a black woman thing. These women of color are moving out like a oh, they moving out here foul, right? We got 107 watching. Let's see what that like rate look like. Y'all gives you a second. Seven watching. Well, it went down to 101 now, and we only have 53 likes. Y'all hate watchers. I'm only telling the truth. Either I'm lying or I'm telling the truth. Was K Michelle not up there trying to lecture Cam Newton and use Cam Newton to lecture? Really, she was using Cam Newton as an avatar to lecture to successful black men, rich, famous black men. Did that not happen? All you hate watchers, that's not like in the video. Huh? All right, number one. Number two, did she not go there talk about how great white men are and she don't got no goddamn wedding ring from no white man? Huh? Did or did that not happen? Is she not currently in a whatever relationship with a white man that's less famous and rich than her? Huh? All right then. Did we not all see the picture with Eve damn near banished to the kid's side of the table? Did Eve not say that the white dude, Mr. Z, is only telling the truth here? I'm just saying. Huh? Yikes. Just saying. Huh? And y'all gives you a second because this is not going the way I need it to go. Y'all gives you a second. Y'all talk about yourselves. All right, y'all, we're back. My apologies for the silence, for the complete and utter silence. Um, Give me a second, yo. I'm gonna play it. I just want to emphasize that this is not simply a black women thing. These women of color out here moving foul. And here y'all go. Here go the first one, and I'll play the second one
Mom,
afterward.
I'm so sorry about that. So sorry. That was totally my.
There's no way. This woman and her husband made her mom sit in the car with their dog while they had dinner because they showed up to the restaurant without realizing that they didn't have outdoor seating, so they couldn't bring their dog. And then it was also walk-in only, and the walk-ins only seated 2 people. So instead of maybe going somewhere else, or maybe the husband sitting it out and letting his wife and mother-in-law sit in and have dinner while he took the dog in his car, they made mom sit in the car with the dog, and then later they brought her food to eat in the car. That is insane. I know in the video the mom says everything is okay, but honestly, I don't think I would ever be okay with that if I were the mom or if I were the daughter. There is no scenario in my mind where you show up with 3 people looking to all eat dinner together and are still okay if you're not allowed to have 3 people, and so you like reject one person. Just go to a different restaurant. There are so many other options. I know that you like maybe really want to go to this restaurant. There's another time for that. Go another time. Your elderly mother had to sit in the car with the dog. What? My mom would never be okay with that, but even if she said that she was okay, I would never be able to be like, oh yeah, okay mom, you sit in the car, we'll be right back. And then like an hour and a half later, after we eat our enjoyable food, we bring you a little like box of takeaway or takeout. No, that's not okay. Is common courtesy in the room anymore? Common decency, anyone?
That one Asian woman who left her mother in the car because her and her husband drove to some like steakhouse or whatever, and they didn't make a fucking reservation beforehand. So since they were only seating 2 people, they decided to leave her mother, who was visiting from abroad, in the car with the dog to wait for God knows how long while they wined and dined at the fucking steakhouse. Of course her husband was white. You think an Asian son-in-law would ever let her do that shit? You think a black son-in-law, Hispanic son, literally any person of color? And it's not just that, to post it like it's some funny thing because you don't even comprehend anymore having respect for your elders. Because you've been with this white man for so long, he's like twisting your mind. I mean, no, that's her own fucking mother. Like, she needs to be accountable for that. I'm not just blaming him entirely, but it's a certain type of Asian woman. Not all Asian women and white men in those relationships. Not all. But enough.
Because he's white. I was listening to the first Asian young lady, and she's like, "Does no one have decent common courtesy anymore?" And I'm like, "No, it's because he's white. Stop being dumb. Stop being obtuse. It's because he's white. He's white and she's Asian. He expects this, and she worships the ground he walks on. Beginning, end of. Shout out to Obsidian. It's because he's white. Could we stop playing like we're dumb now? Shout out to Saint Cyr, because that second video she just came out and said it. You think an Asian son-in-law, a black son-in-law, a Latino, a Hispanic, so she said Hispanic, I say Latino, but yeah, a Latino son-in-law would whatever. And then you see him, he's patting her, sorry mom. What? Hey, here's the kicker, everyone. If I'm not mistaken, the mom is visiting from out of town. What? Let's play that beginning again, because if I'm not mistaken, I think she's visiting from out of town.
Mom, I'm so sorry about that. So sorry. That was totally my.
There's no way. This woman and her husband made her mom sit in the car with their dog while they had dinner because they showed up to the restaurant without realizing that they didn't have outdoor seating, so they couldn't bring their dog. And then it was also walk-in only, and the walk-ins only seated 2 people. So instead of maybe going somewhere else, or maybe the husband sitting it out and letting his wife and mother-in-law sit in and have dinner while he took the dog in his car, they made mom sit in the car with the dog, and then later they brought her food to eat in the car. That is insane. I know in the video the mom says everything is okay, but honestly, I don't think I would ever be okay with that if I were the mom or if I were the daughter. There is no scenario.
Wow. Hey man, look, white men. Hey, bro. Hey, and then the way he's like, "Sorry, mom, bro, you're." You had this older Asian lady sitting in a car with a dog while y'all ate at a restaurant. Yo. And I agree with the lady, the second Asian lady, where she was like, "Yo, this dude, you don't even understand how messed up what you're doing is. You don't even get it. How scary is it that you live in a world where you don't even understand how insanely disrespectful that is, how insanely inconsiderate that is, oh my God." Oh man, boy, white men, boy, y'all on another level. Hey, these women. Hey, what women of color will do for a white man, man, huh? So yeah, we still talking about K. Michelle, but man, what women of color will do for a white man, whew, which y'all will ignore, which y'all will minimize, which y'all will say about men of your own group for the off chance of ending up with a white man, let alone if he's your husband. Exactly, Chell. And then to post it, that's what the young lady was saying, the second young lady. But she doesn't even appreciate how insane what she's doing is. Huh? Wow. And Darren Jones says, elite industry men require submission and no attitude for marriage. And these women that ain't given that ain't getting marriage. They'll date you for 20 years and allow access to their affluent lifestyle with zero marriage. Hey, K. Michelle been out here with the white dudes for I don't know how long. What she got to show for it? And I think I said this in another stream. Will one of those white dudes probably finally put a ring on it one day? Yeah, maybe. Let's see which kind of white guy it is, though. Ooh, goddamn. Let's see what his status and his money is, his fame. If he's one of the up and coming, right? If he's extremely younger, up and coming with nothing, no money, or if he's extremely older and he already got grown ass kids, so now he can afford to spend a few dollars on K. Michelle in her 40s while he's in his 60s or 70s. We'll see. Huh? We'll see. Yikes. Huh? Imagine. Imagine, y'all, we live in a world where K. Michelle, of all people, is out here talking negatively about black men to the point where she's lecturing Cam Newton The woman that told you men aren't good people is lecturing Cam Newton. The woman that was singing the praises of Ryan Lochte behind her back, calling her all type of ghetto and hood and too much. Because I want to be very clear. That's what he was saying. He was saying, okay, she a little too hood, she a little too much. I wish K. Michelle would say that her and Ryan Lochte was a smashing. I wish she would. I, honestly, I don't know which one would be worse. Her feeding over him and him never smashing, that speaks volumes to the way he saw you. Or him smashing and still dashing. Huh? Low key, you probably would want the rumor out there that y'all did do something. Because if he saw you gushing over him and he really actually didn't, ah, wow. Huh? Wow. And as Darren is saying here, elite industry men require submission. Huh? And no attitude. Huh? Women that ain't giving that ain't getting married. K. Michelle is how old? Wedding ring yet? Especially from one of these country ass white men that are so great and they know how to treat their family and they leave in the studio at this time because they know they gotta spend time with their family and Huh? K. Michelle, those white guys see how you're speaking about them. Where's the wedding ring? They see how you're feeding over them. They see how you laud them. Where's the wedding ring? At least this Asian woman that this story is about, at least she was married to the white dude. At least she is married to the white dude. Where's the wedding ring, K. Michelle? Once again, this is why we count wedding rings. This is why we can't count marriage. All that talk is just that talk. All that lauding of non-black men, particularly white men, for black women. Look, black men, see how crappy you? The white man is so much better than you. He's so much better than you. Did he marry you yet? Look, the white man, he's the real man. Look what he does. Did he marry you yet? He knows how to treat a woman. He knows how to raise a family. Did he marry you yet? Huh? The white men don't be out here using the word be and yeah, the white man says the C word. Huh? They don't use the B word like that. They use the C word. Go ask white women. Huh? Yikes. So K. Michelle just talking. She went up there. She just talking. She don't got nothing to show for it. She has nothing to show for all that talk. Over a decade, you have nothing to show for all that talk. Pathetic. Huh? And once again, Darren Jones, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. And what else we have? We have Chef Butter Biscuit says, bringing this one back. Kung Fu Pao Bussy. Oh no. Drizzled with mayonnaise. Ugh. Bruh. What are you saying right now? And then Korean barbecue, a white man's delight, a man delights and non-white woman's plight. Look, if the white man is dealing in bussy drizzle with mayonnaise, oh man, bussy drizzle with mayonnaise. That mean that when he's done doing his business, he's pulling out and spraying a dude's back. Oh, Detroit, look. Mr. Z engages in the innuendo, but there's a line. There is a line, sir. Huh? There's a line where it just is just too much. It's just, huh? It's just too much. There's a line where it just becomes, right. Yikes. And to K Michelle, and to all of the women who sound like her and think like her, I think Edward Anderson has something to say to y'all. Or better yet, to the men that you say are so great.
Mario, Jorge, Cartwright, Mario, Jorge, Cartwright, Shane Sung. We got a thrift store of leftover bitches. They're leftover because apparently it ain't enough niggas is worth a damn. Whatever. Point is they leftover. We need you to come pick them up. No instruction manual. Figure it out. Sprinkle some white ice on it. Maybe, I've heard the white ice is colder. Sprinkle some white ice on it. It goes with everything. If you come within the next 24 hours, we'll give you a complimentary book on how to date black women for white men. That's a $4 value.
Oh man. Huh? And Afro Merchant says Cam should flip the script and go full red pill. I bet his ratings go up. Look, that would be look, the black community. I could definitely see the elders try to reel him back if he was to do that. If Cam started sounding a bit more like Corey Holcomb, minus the profanity, absolutely not. Look, man, them brothers know. Corey Holcomb bust out pause on that. He busted out Aaron Hall years ago on one of his not his stand up. One of his, was he on RMC? Was this after RMC? This might have been RMC, and he was saying he saw Aaron Hall backstage or something like that. Aaron Hall was like, "Yeah, man, you know I gotta sound like how I sound and sing how I sing, but yeah, Corey, you keep your foot on them ladies' neck, man, because I can't stand you." Right? And I could see that. Right? It reminds me of what Money Long said about the celebrity black women and how they speak about other black women behind their back. Right? The matchmaker I told y'all about a little bit earlier, that's a black woman. And she's telling you that black women are a little bit too dismissive, a little, she was being nice, a little too mean. Huh? Y'all might be burning bridges. Okay, maybe you're not attracted to this man, but he's not your future husband, but you know he could connect you with your future husband in the yeah, no, man. Black women, even educated ones, with their nose in the air, they're too short-sighted, they're too mean, they're too dismissive. Yikes. Huh? Uh-oh. And yeah, that come at a cost, but you know, so K Michelle up there trying to lecture Cam Newton, black women all in the comments throwing a parade for K Michelle. Let me say the same thing to black women that Mr. Z said to FD. Nothing y'all saying mean anything if y'all can't get a man to subsidize y'all, whether it's a white man, a black man, a Latino man, an Asian man. You know what Mr. Z gonna do? I'm gonna keep permanent black women's yearly income. Median income, that's what we gonna do. So while in the middle of me talking, I can just post it. From now on, that's what we gonna do. That's gonna have a permanent slot on the back of StreamYards. That's what we're gonna do. Because why y'all talking? What was it, 30 something thousand for median? Nothing y'all saying. Y'all can lecture Cam Newton and every goddamn black male celebrity. It don't mean nothing if y'all ain't getting subsidized. And let's be very clear: the vast majority of black women need to be subsidized. Why is that, Z? Well, this one, Mr. Z, definitely keeps permanent. Huh? Because black and Latina women who never marry are the least wealthy in the US. That's why. And y'all gives you a second. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Y'all gives you a second. I think this is it. I think this is this it? Boom. In 2023, the real median income for Black women in the US was approximately $36,000. If we're to take that 36,000, dear Black women, you need to be subsidized. Stop going on to Cam Newton and try to lecture him, rich ass Black man, about what he got going on. Dear K Michelle, what you need to be worried about is whether you ever gonna get married to one of these omnipotent white men. And worry about your sister and them and who the hell is gonna subsidize them as the conservatives shred the goddamn safety net. Huh? Shout out to Revlon. Yeah, Mr. Z been keeping up with the clips. So be it. So be it. Exactly. For those of you that don't know, you know what? That might be the reference song for tonight. There you go. Although I like Ace Trumpets more, to be honest with you. I hear y'all. So be it is dope, but I like Ace Trumpets more. Huh? It's another dope. And Trell says, if you broke, just say that. Huh? Yikes. Huh? And Vince says, if it ain't about the money, Clifford Harris, T.I., y'all, if y'all don't know T.I.'s government name. Huh? It really is that. In 2023, the real median income for Black women in the US was approximately $36,303 per year. This is significantly lower than the median income, $57,005 per year for white non-Hispanic men. Huh? Yikes. Black women earn roughly 64 cents for every dollar earned by a white man. Huh? And then you lecturing Cam Newton. Man, if you don't get the hell out of here, lady. Huh? Yawn. Continuing. Read that. And Detroit says, told y'all about those Malibu most wanted weirdos. Huh? Absolute insanity. Homegirl had her you sit your and y'all corrected me because I kept on saying out of town. I'm in abroad, but I kept on saying out of town. Exactly. Your mom who's visiting from abroad, from overseas. You left her in the car with the disrespect as you and your husband ate at the restaurant. Y'all left her in the car with the dog. Man, hey, women of color, boy, y'all outlandish for these white guys. Y'all are outlandish for these white guys. And as Stro said, and then you posted it. Hey man, white man, hey boy, y'all got these. I really want to say what Eve said. Y'all got these women of color tamed. I really want to say it. Wait, Z, you did say it. Uh-oh. Well, actually, there's one word that's a bit more stinging than that. Y'all have these women of color trained. Ooh, goddamn, Z. Ooh, you said that out loud. Ooh, Z. Huh? All that anti-patriarchy talk coming from these women of color. All the anti-systems of oppression, anti-hierarchy. Until they get with the white man. Huh? In Detroit, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Until they get with the white man. Huh? Yikes. Huh? And K Michelle out here talking. Man, lady, just shut the hell up. You have nothing to show for what you're talking about. And you know what? That's gonna be the new word. Spain man, that's a perfect word. That's a perfect word. And Spain man says women of color will enthusiastically sign up to be a white man's pincushion. Pincushion, that's a perfect word. Because what exactly do you do with a pincushion? What is a pincushion there for? Man, that was the perfect word. That's the word right there. Because that is what it is. And this is not about if we lived in a world where love is love and you can't help who you love, and this would be a different conversation. We know they're currently being challenged and pushed off the goddamn mantle. But if we lived in a world where it was a white hegemonic rule, and it'd be a different conversation. If we lived in a world where the women of color actually meant that they were anti-systems of oppression and anti-patriarchy, and when they really mean they're anti-patriarchy, what they mean is there's only one patriarchy that they will submit themselves to, which is white men's patriarchy. If they really meant what they were saying and not what Mr. Z just said, they will submit to white men's patriarchy, then that'd be a different conversation. But because we don't live in that world, Starman's super chat is perfect. And once again, Starman says women of color will enthusiastically sign up to be a white man's pincushion. Huh? Yikes. And what exactly was K Michelle to Ryan Lochte? Ooh, goddamn. Huh? Oh, I keep on saying Spain Man, huh? Wait a minute. And that's his Spain Man or that's his Starman's. My apologies, y'all, if I mix y'all up. If I said Spain Man instead of Starman. My apologies, Starman. Man. You know what? I'm not getting mixed up. K Michelle out here talking crazy. Every few years, K Michelle pop up and once again, men aren't good people. Huh? But my apologies for that, Starman, mixing you and Spain Man up. My apologies. Huh? Man. And I'm just reading some of you guys' comments. My apologies. Y'all give me a second. Huh? And Mr. Darren Jones says again, and thank you for the super chat, Darren. Darren says, in a sea of athletes, why sign up for a Cam Newton over a LeBron James or Russell Wilson? Black women don't control who black women choose to have kids with. And if it's out of wedlock or not, it's a woman's choice. I think you meant black men don't. Yeah, I've read that wrong. Black men don't control who black women choose to have kids with, and if it's out of wedlock or not, it's a woman's choice. I agree, and I think Sarge Willie Pete best described why women sign up for the Lil Wayne package or the Future package or the Cam Newton package. Really, Future more than I want to say anyone else. I think he best exemplifies that because they get to get the money from him through child support, right? Whatever they sign up for, they get to be that girl in their friend circle. They get to have a future baby, right? So their baby gonna be treated the best at the. I think Corey made that joke. Their baby gets to be treated special by the daycare, by the preschool, right? And they don't necessarily have future being the quote unquote leader of the house. So they get the money, they get the special treatment, and they don't have to follow no man's leadership, right? So I think tying that to what you're saying, Darren, I think that's why you would have women sign up for the Cam Newton plan, right? And Cam is connected with football, and your kids are going to be straight. Your kids are going to be more than straight, right? And then he has his channel on YouTube, which is making money also. Your kids are going to be super straight, especially if you have sons. They're going to probably go off to some football program themselves. Even if they don't make it to the NFL, they're going to be somebody's coach at somebody's school in the future, huh? And they're going to have whatever life insurance and residual money coming from Cam Newton when he eventually passes. Your kids are super straight. Yeah, they signed up for that. The ladies are going to sign up for that 10 times out of 10, huh? And I just wish that our society would say it already to working class and working poor men. Just overtly say it. Negro, you don't get the yitches. You don't get marriage. You don't get nothing. You better get it where you can fit in and scrounge. You get the overweight, the mean, the sassy, the dismissive, the a-holes, whether she's quote unquote educated or not. Huh? Or you won the genetic lottery and you look good enough, so maybe one of these women um who is doing well financially, maybe she'll bring you on to be her yitch, huh? And you better not make her mad, because the threat is always that she could kick you out or talk to you crazy or physically assault you, huh? So the women sign up for Cam, they sign up for Future, huh? Why not? Rest in peace, Shorty Low. They sign up for Shorty Low. Why not? And once again, Darren, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. And Darren continued. He says, "Well, don't complain to us about it, bro. Complaining is a sport for the ladies, bro. You gotta always remember that. Complaining is a sport." Hey, you heard me? You heard me? And Mr. Shook to you says the future package and the Cam Newton plan is diabolical. The ladies gonna sign up. Look, man, we have to be honest that throughout human history, but definitely because this is a small window of this kind of nuclear family type of thing, we gotta be honest. The women will sign up to be side chick number 37 for the uber wealthy guy and be side chick number 3 for the rich guy. And the local joker that got a couple of dollars more than the rest of us, they'll sign up to be the side chick. The plan is to do that as long as they can. And then one of you or Z waiting at the sidelines, please, 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 let me get to, please, 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 one day. Huh? And when he's finally tired of her, or when he switches her out for a new side chick, huh? Or she ages out the game, or she's about to age out the game, so he switches her out. Then here come you. She got 3 eggs left. Huh? She got 3 eggs left. You're lucky she don't got a chick. Excuse me. She don't has a kid. She doesn't have a kid. There you go, Z. She got 3 eggs left. No kids. Lucky for you. Huh? And now you have all of 0.2 seconds to hurry up, marry her, get her prego, buy the house, put down on the new car. Huh? Because this is one of the chicks that was with Future that he didn't get pregnant. Goddamn. Huh? This is one of the women that was with Cam Newton that he didn't get pregnant. Huh? This is that chick that was on that was just complaining about Wayne last week. Was that last week or the week before? Huh? This is that young lady that was just complaining. So now you see her. Okay, you know what? She got a daughter. You'll sign up for it anyway. Wayne just kicked her out. And here come your ass signing up for the package. Now you wonder why she talking to you crazy. She was supposed to be with Wayne. Huh? Afro Merchant said X got 2 more days before expiring. Huh? Shout out to all the. I don't know how these other men do it. Whoever these dudes are, y'all see these chicks. Oh yeah, you know I've chilled with such and such, and I didn't smoked with such and such, and I used to be with such and such. And y'all think it's bragging rights to be like, oh, you know who I took down? I took down Wayne's ex. Yeah, my chick. Yeah, she used to be you. She used to chill with Future and them. Y'all think that's something to brag about? Mr. Z running the opposite way. You used to be with who? Oh hell no. You used to be in the room with T.I. and them when they were smoked out? Nope, can't do it. Nope, nope, nope. Huh? Oh, you used to be in the studio with T.I. and them? Nope. With T-Pain and them? Nope, nope. Can't do it. Nope. Huh? Oh, you used to chill with Tiger and Wayne and them when it was Young Money and all that? Nope, can't do it. Nope, nope. Huh? Shout out to all you brothers that try to turn those women into wives. Okay, yep. Mr. Z can't do it with none of them. Y'all could take all the cheerleaders too. All the cheerleaders from all the teams, y'all could take them. Can't do nothing with them. Nope. Nope. Huh? Yikes. Then you wonder why your marriage ain't last not a goddamn second. She was overly exposed at a young age. Even if she, okay, fine. You know what? If Mr. Z is stupid, retarded, dumb, level generous, just straight jacket level of stupid generous. She ain't never smashed none of those dudes. That didn't happen. But okay, fine, for argument's sake. Negro, do you understand how hyper exposed she was, though? You know what she done seen? Huh? Yikes. You wonder why you see these women who have experienced that life and then they're kicked back down, maybe not all the way back down to the ground, but they're kicked back down a station or two. And then you wonder why they be single. That doesn't mean they still not having fun, but they be single for a decade since they used to chill with Wayne. A decade and a half since they used to chill with T.I. Bro, her bar is to the moon, bro. Lisa Ray, anyone? Ooh, goddamn Z. What's Lisa Ray been doing ever since her and Buddy Rowe a workout from the islands? Her bar is to the moon. You used to chill with Cube and them. Then you married Buddy Rowe over there in the islands. And ever since then, what now? Her bar is to the moon. She said, if you don't make $250,000 a year, she don't want to break your little pockets. That was her floor. And by the way, no. That was her basement. And she's still angry about that, by the way. Huh? Man, y'all can't do nothing with these ladies, bro. Huh? Compassionate says, Wiz Khalifa cracked my high school sweetheart low key. Blew me. Hey, bro, look. Hey, you can't do nothing with her after you can't you can't do Compassion, you can't do nothing with that. And Wiz Khalifa genuinely seems like a chill ass dude too. tall brother, chill ass brother. Y'all saw he went from skinny to one of them slim fit brothers. You can't do nothing after Wiz Khalifa. He's not even an asshole. You can't even be like, well, you know he's not even an asshole. So you can't do that after Wiz. And you know he had a super high too. You can't do nothing after she out there in the game now, bro. I don't even care if she's not in the game. You can't do that with it after that. It's done. Can't do nothing with it after that. It's a wrap. Huh? Exactly. Big Mo says he trains Muay Thai too. Can't do it. You can't even get mad and go try to flex on. You imagine his long, lanky ass, he'll freaking ankle to the temple. Hey, Compassion be the first person ever to get that Wiz Khalifa ever laid out. Wiz is such a chill ass dude. Everybody be asking, what did you do wrong? Oh man, yikes, huh? There are just certain people in the industry that if they were to lay you out, everybody be looking at you like, no, it gotta be you, bro. It gotta be you. You did something wrong. You ran up on him the wrong way. You were trying to press for an autograph or something. Yeah. But yeah, no, I truly believe that there are, once again, if it ain't about the money, Clifford Harrison, thank you for that, Vince, once again. But yeah, no, truly, the K Michelle's, these rando other women of color, black women in specific, you can't do nothing with them. Honestly, Mr. Z don't think you really do anything with him after the white guys had him either. I don't even think it's just a celebrity thing. I think there very few people. Mr. Z's seen things. I've been exposed to things, um, but it was for a short ass time, right? And I'm a man, so it's different, right? I wasn't being kept. I didn't have an idea of, oh crap, if I just play my cards right, right? So you imagine if that's going in through your mind as a woman, and then that celebrity either ends it, or you just get kicked off, or you just kind of fall off, huh? And Bruce Owen Wayne says Aaron Pierre being with Tiana Taylor, a two-time baby mama, is negative sign for black men. Yeah, I seen it. Look. We'll see. We'll see if that actually becomes something. Shout out to all of you, um, non-Black American, non-ADOS, or you weren't raised here. Y'all don't get it, huh? Shout out to all the hey, the African brothers have to learn the hard way. If y'all remember a few years ago, African brother, it's just the way y'all are. It's Black American men. It's American culture. Da, 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 da. And a couple of them Nigerian brothers that they had clean taken off by ADOS FBA chicks or just Americanized women, huh? I don't see y'all talking like that no more. There was for all of us that remember the early days of YouTube, the early days of Twitter and social media. There was a lot of African brothers talking a whole lot of crap. They took their ass out there dating Americanized women and got their head clean taken off. I don't see that type of talk anymore. What happened? Could it alpha your way through that? Now could you? Huh? So yeah, Aaron Pierre, look, UK brother, light skin, good looking brother. He'll see. Huh? He'll see. Mess around and have a kid with her. Huh? He'll see. Huh? Yikes. All that stuff sound nice. I love how y'all try to weaponize these dudes. See, it wasn't Mark Shumpert. It wasn't her. All right. Huh? We'll see. Bruce Wayne says black women are having a field month, not even a field day, a field month with that. You should see Jesse Wu in the comments simping. He's a good looking brother. I get it. Because, Fred, look, we're human beings. Women are human beings. Black women are human beings. What they want and what they don't have the ovaries to say is they want to feel like they get a second chance, a third chance, a fourth chance, an infinite chance at happiness. They want, look, it's a human thing to feel like, look, this didn't work and God sent me something better. Huh? I get it. And you gotta know it's up. You gotta know it's feminine as hell, right? Tiana Taylor is innocent and perfect in whatever situation her and Iman had, right? He was horrible, and now Aaron Pierre brings out the feminine in her and brings out the girl in her and the kindness and he knows how to woo her and talk about woo. He knows how to woo her and do right by her and huh? Of course, the women are gonna fall for that all day. They love it, huh? It's the Sierra prayer. That's all it is. That's all Tiana Taylor is. It's the Sierra prayer. You gotta know the women go sign up for that all day, and that's their little slide way of jabbing at men like Z in the Black Manosphere, huh? That's all that is. So on that note, y'all, Mr. Z was not supposed to be streaming this long. We're gonna pause right here. I'm gonna play the Asian lady stuff again before we end out. I'm probably gonna speak on that a little bit more detail if I can find out a little bit more. Shout out to you, Saint Cyr. That's crazy work, right? For those of you that didn't see it, I'm gonna play it for y'all before I end out. That is crazy work. But women of color, they go sign up for it. And once again with the K Michelle thing, K Michelle ain't saying nothing new, man. She said it. She essentially said it. She's using lecturing Cam Newton to try to lecture the rest of black men celebrities. Them black men celebrities don't give a hell about what K Michelle washed up ass is saying. Black men celebrities don't care what K Michelle is saying, man. You lauding these white dudes in Nashville, these country singers. Where's your wedding ring? They don't care what K Michelle. Look, the country white dudes don't care what K Michelle is saying. The brothers definitely don't care what K Michelle is saying. I'm gonna say the same thing I said the other night. Did y'all see the look on Cam Newton's face when K Michelle was tearing up and she's lecturing him? He had the most boring ass yawn face ever. And all he could say towards the end is, I received that. Yawn. And all the men that she was directing what she was saying to, all the famous rich celebrity black men, the good looking brothers, yawn. Huh? And as Bruce Wayne is saying right here, get it from Brad. Get it from Brad. Huh? And tell him.
Mario, Jorge, Cartwright, Shang Tsung, we got a thrift store of leftover bitches. They're leftover because apparently it ain't enough niggas is worth a damn. Whatever. Point is they left over. We need you to come pick them up. No instruction manual. Figure it out. Sprinkle some white ice on it. Maybe, I've heard the white ice is colder. Sprinkle some white ice on it. It goes with everything. If you come within the next 24 hours, we'll give you a complimentary book on how to date black women for white men. That's a $4 value.
Huh? Everybody know what it is. Look, Yawn. So on that note, y'all, we gonna play this thing from this damn Asian, but man, Asians, Asian women out here. I thought these were supposed to be the ultimate respect your elders, respect. All right. Anyway, here y'all go.
Mom, I'm so sorry about that. So sorry. That was totally my.
There's no way. This woman and her husband made her mom sit in the car with their dog while they had dinner because they showed up to the restaurant without realizing that they didn't have outdoor seating, so they couldn't bring their dog. And then it was also walk-in only, and the walk-ins only seated 2 people. So instead of maybe going somewhere else, or maybe the husband sitting it out and letting his wife and mother-in-law sit in and have dinner while he took the dog in his car, they made mom sit in the car with the dog, and then later they brought her food to eat in the car. That is insane. I know in the video the mom says everything is okay, but honestly, I don't think I would ever be okay with that if I were the mom or if I were the daughter. There is no scenario in my mind where you show up with 3 people looking to all eat dinner together and are still okay if you're not allowed to have 3 people, and so you like reject one person. Just go to a different restaurant. There are so many other options. I know that you like maybe really want to go to this restaurant. There's another time for that. Go another time. Your elderly mother had to sit in the car with the dog. What? My mom would never be okay with that, but even if she said that she was okay, I would never be able to be like, oh yeah, okay mom, you sit in the car, we'll be right back. And then like an hour and a half later, after we eat our enjoyable food, we bring you a little like box of takeaway or takeout. No, that's not okay. Is common courtesy in the room anymore? Common decency? Anyone?
That one Asian woman who left her mother in the car because her and her husband drove to some like steakhouse or whatever, and they didn't make a fucking reservation beforehand. So since they were only seating 2 people, they decided to leave her mother, who was visiting from abroad, in the car with the dog to wait for God knows how long while they wined and dined at the fucking steakhouse. Of course her husband was white. You think an Asian son-in-law would ever let her do that shit? You think a black son-in-law, Hispanic son, literally any person of color? And it's not just that. To post it like it's some funny thing because you don't even comprehend anymore having respect for your elders. Because you've been with this white man for so long. He's like twisting your mind. I mean, no. That's her own fucking mother. Like, she needs to be accountable for that. I'm not just blaming him entirely, but it's a certain type of Asian woman. Not all Asian women and white men in those relationships. Not all. But enough.
On that note, y'all, we'll truly pause right here. Love, piece of chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content. Hey, Brad out here. Brad got grandma sitting in the goddamn car with the dog as they eat inside a restaurant. God damn. Hey, boy. Hey, man, y'all white men is something else. Hey, what women of color won't do for the white man, boy, y'all white men are something else. Oh, man. Hey, ooh, Gil Gabby, ooh, you know what? Boy, that double entendre, we'll end that on that. And Gil Gabby says, out group. Oh, man. Hey, but. And on that note, y'all have a great rest of your night. We gonna end out on that. That was hysterical. All right, y'all. Mr. Z out.